Hey everyone, how's it going? Panda here. Hope you're all doing pretty well. Today we've got a bit of a different format. I was going to make some content today, but I have just been back and forth from the vets like you would not believe. Absolutely, I think I've been there like 6 or 7 times in the last couple of days. Anyway, it's been a nightmare. So I'm sorry that there's been a few like missed uploads, etc, etc. I'm going to try and get back on that. And Dying Light, I know that not many people really enjoy watching Dying Light, and the people who do watch it though, do, you know, want more of it. And I need to go and do that. I just need to put some time aside and go and do that. But over the last couple of weeks, it's just been a bit of a nightmare. Like Monkey, my little pup, my little boy, my little dog, he's had like an infection in his paw, which was pretty nasty and was, you know, stressed me out a little bit. And I was trying to take care of him. Went up to the vets a bunch of times for that. And then that sort of was clearing up, and I decided to get his neutering done, which is probably a bit late. You meant to do it around like 6 months, I reckon. He's like a year old, so maybe a little bit late for the castration. But you know, either way, it's not late. So he went in yesterday and had his testicles removed. Poor little fella. Kind of a necessary thing, but you know, also probably not particularly pleasant. And anyway, he came back from the vets, and I was really worried about him. They told me that he had thrown up a little bit while he was under the anesthetic, so that's obviously not a good thing, because you don't want to do that, because then you can like inhale your vomit and choke on it and all sorts of stuff. Anyway, I got him home, and he was very sorry for himself, but that's what he's going to be like after some anesthetic. Anyway, so he was lying around, not doing much. I streamed for a few hours, and then, you know, I started looking at him and sat down with him, and I thought, he's not really right, and he wasn't getting better either, which is the issue. When he first came straight out of the vets, he was like happy-ish. You know, he's still pretty groggy, but he was walking around and stuff. But then here he was just sitting there. His breathing sounded awful. He was shaking a bit. I was freaking the hell out. I didn't know what to do. Thankfully, down here in Brighton, I do have a fantastic vet, which is called Coastway Vets. If anyone lives in Brighton, I really do recommend using them. They're a fantastic vet. Open 7 days a week and 24 hours a day for emergencies. So I called them up, spoke to them. She said, well, you know, you can bring him in if you want, or you can see how he goes for the night. And I was freaking out too much. My girlfriend came over. She had a look at him and she said, yep, let's take him down the vet. So we took him down there at like 11 o'clock last night. And quite worried about the little fella. Because, you know, this little guy, he's here all the time. I'm home pretty much, you know, 99.999% of the time. And he's always here with me. So, you know, he's my little companion. So I was worried as fuck about him. Anyway, we got him in there and they listened to him a little bit. And, you know, they could see that he wasn't doing great. But she wasn't particularly concerned. She wasn't concerned that he had swallowed any or inhaled any vomit or anything. So, I don't know. She said, do you want us to keep him here for the night so that we can check up? You know, just to make sure that he's okay. Take his temperature every hour. And I said, yes, that sounds awesome. You know, I don't have bum thermometers at my house, so I don't have a stethoscope at my house. So I was like, yep, that would be awesome if you could do that. You could take him in, just check him out, and keep him there for the night. So, went to sleep, called him up this morning, they said that he was alright. They kept him for a few more hours, and I just went and got him. And he's here, chilling out, right behind me. He's still a little bit uncomfortable, I reckon, but I think that that's pretty natural when you have, like, your scrotum cut in half, and someone removes your testicles, is you're probably going to be uncomfortable, so I'm not actually that surprised. But he's actually doing a lot better now, so there is that. Hooray! Good for you, Monkey. Good for you. I hope you make a swift recovery, and I'm sure all of you do also. So for you Daisy or Destillation people, I know that last week there wasn't a video. I'm going to explain that, because I don't really often get a time to explain any of this stuff. I'm going to explain that, the issue there. So I went to go and record Destillation last week, and I suddenly realized that there's no one playing Desolation. Everyone has stopped playing Desolation, literally. But since Daisy Standalone was patched up to 0.60 with the new renderer and, you know, the incredible performance upgrades that it appears to have given, people have literally just left Desolation. There's no servers with anyone playing. So I went to go and record that, and I was like, shit, no one's playing this. I can't go onto a server and record some episodes of fun if there's no fun to be had, if it's just me running around on an empty server with a bunch of zombies. You know, that's not good. So I tried to get Daisy Standalone working, tried to get onto the experimental servers. That is not something that I've ever really done, and it was a complete nightmare, and I didn't manage to get on. Didn't manage to get any stuff recorded. And that's my bad, guys. That's my bad. I would like to have actually got something done. I think tonight, Saturday night, after I finish my stream, probably going to go and try and record some DayZ Standalone. I might see if people are playing Desolation, but I really don't think they are. But if I could find one full Desolation server, that's all that I need. That's all that I need. And I've been playing on, the one that I've recorded the last few times on, is the WORP, Warp, I guess. EU Chernarus 1, in case anyone wants to play on there. It's always good times. When there's people on the server, it's always good times. But if not, I will actually be venturing into the world of DayZ Standalone for the first time in a long time, since the last Survivor games when I played with Sada? Yeah, I played with Sada. God, that was a long time ago. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to get into there. You know, I still know the map pretty good, but then you've got to think about the fact that DayZ Standalone, they've put in like 1,000 extra towns that, in my opinion, are not really necessary at all. Kind of probably just lagged the map out, but now with the new renderer, maybe things are going to be good. Maybe things are going to be great. In the background, by the way, is Enter The Gungeon, a game that I've been playing recently that is really, really hard. It is a hard game. It is not easy. You know, I went into it thinking it'd be like Isaac, like the Binding of Isaac, which I really like, and I think I'm pretty good at. You know, I'm not great, but I'm pretty good at. And then you go into Gungeon, and suddenly, holy shit, there's projectiles flying everywhere. Suddenly it makes Isaac look a lot more tame. But I'm really enjoying it, and I'd like to progress more in the game, get better at it, you know, hone my skills, because it's the kind of game that when you complete it with a character, obviously you can complete it many times. It's like Isaac, where you can complete it, I don't know, you can probably complete Isaac like 50 times and still have different things. More than that? Shit, you can complete it loads of times. Anyway, but yeah, I'd like to complete Gungeon with at least one character, just to make myself feel better, just to make myself feel like, yes, I can do this. And then, you know, as you go along, you unlock guns. I've been having a good time with it. Also been having a good time with the culling. That video that I put out yesterday, if you didn't see that, it did go up really late because the first upload failed, but if you missed that culling video, holy shit, that was the best game that I've ever recorded of that. I'm so glad that I was recording. Like, I went into that, thought, let's use a hatchet. This will probably go really well. Didn't really think it would go well. Probably thought I'd get killed. And, well, no spoilers, but it was pretty fucking good. So we're also coming to the end of XCOM 2, which is quite sad. I've been enjoying XCOM 2. There is actually a new DLC coming out in 2 days for that, which is going to add to my experience. Probably going to make it harder, but it's going to add to the experience. I'm loving XCOM 2. I really do love it. I think it's a fantastic game. I'm thinking in the years to come, it will be awesome to play on. You know, the initial hype rush where everyone was playing it was cool. As someone who's put hundreds and hundreds, I think I've got like 500 hours in XCOM 1. For someone who's put in loads of hours into XCOM 1, XCOM 2 coming around was awesome. But honestly, when it did come out, every single person was playing it, and every single person has played it, and lots of people are still playing it. I'm looking forward to maybe waiting a bit, and then possibly doing some other campaign on XCOM 2, maybe with some nice mods on it. That sounds pretty fun. I do like XCOM. I know that it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I do personally really enjoy it, and that's kind of what this channel's about. I sustain myself, my happiness, my, you know, depression and fucking mental health sanity by making videos and enjoying it and putting them out and, you know, having a good time with it. Things that I need to do are finish XCOM 2, we need to start some more We Happy Few. I will complete We Happy Few. Somehow. It might take a long time, but we can do that. I would like to do a full run of The Flame and the Flood, which was fully released a while ago. I did used to make some videos on that. The Flame and the Flood is now fully released, and there's a campaign mode in it, so you can actually play through the entire game in like one playthrough. Like a guaranteed playthrough, I think. I think when you die, you just lose some things. So we could actually do a full playthrough of The Flame and the Flood. I would love to see how that game ends. That game has such beautiful music. It's really quite delightful. Flame and the Flood, We Happy Few, finish XCOM. Jesus Christ, do some Dying Light, please, Panda. Let's probably do some Plague Inks. Need to get these DayZ and Desolation things going. And then I'm looking for some new games to play. I think Enter the Gungeon could actually be an alright one to do. It's pretty fucking hard, but I do enjoy it, and it's pretty, you know, it's a good length for videos. I don't think I've ever survived more than 17 minutes in there. Now, obviously, a full run would probably take a huge amount of time. I don't even know how long the game is yet, which is nice. It's refreshing. Like Isaac, you know, the original Isaac came out so long ago that it's drummed into your head just how long the game is. You know how long it is. But I'm walking into Gungeon here. I've got no idea. The furthest I've got is the 3rd floor, which is not great. But I'm guessing there's probably a whole shitload of floors after that. Jesus Christ. But I think some Gungeon could go down well, maybe. There are other games that I'm waiting for, like Escape from Tarkov and something else that I've forgotten now, but I think maybe at some point we will bring back a Sim series. I did say that I was going to do it for 400,000 subscribers. I do realize that I am losing subscribers daily at the moment. I don't really think due to people actually unsubscribing. We are actually getting quite a few people subscribing to the channel. Just the fact that my channel is basically 10 years old. In June or July, in the next couple of months, my channel is actually 10 years old on YouTube. And, you know, the thing that happens when you have a super old channel like that is that YouTube clears out dead accounts. So, say 9 years ago, Billy subscribed to my channel. He was like, man, this is interesting. You're doing some World of Warcraft stuff. Then they don't use their account for, like, the next 9 years. You know, they subscribe, they watch a few videos, then they go off, they do something else, they go to uni, you know, they go traveling, maybe they die. Who knows? Maybe Billy's dead. And, you know, YouTube clears out these old, dead accounts that are no longer active, no longer really being used, and this reduces your subscriber count. And although I wish they would do it all in one gigantic chunk, so I would just lose, you know, 1,000 subscribers, and then just be like, okay, now we can rebuild. But it is a bit sad to see that pretty much every day they're deleting these accounts. You can see it if you go and look at loads of channels. If you go onto Social Blade, look at some really old channels, even channels with lots of subscribers, and you'll see that they're actually losing subscribers per day. So we're probably going to go underneath 400,000 subscribers at some point. That's fine. I'm not worried about it. I'm not panicked about any of this crap. You know, I'm fairly happy at the moment. Yeah. Great. Well, I've had a little bit of a rant there. Hope you're all doing fine, and I hope that I managed to get some DayZ recorded for tomorrow, and that it's some good shit, basically. I'll be streaming on Twitch later on, so come check that out and come say hi if you feel like it, and have a fantastic day. Stay positive, guys, and, you know, hope you smile. Panda out.